Hi, Randy, everyone, whoever's watching. Um, I'm Alicia, and I'm a psychic medium, and I'm what's to be considered a no tools medium, meaning I don't need to use cards or pendulums or anything like that, but I can, and I do sometimes, but it's not needed. Um, like I said, I'm a medium and I channel, so I can communicate with those that have passed. I can channel the energy of people that are still alive, places, objects. Um, I channel with my spirit guides and I use my third eye. Just to kind of reiterate, like I told you the other day, all my readings are timeless. They could be past, present, or future. They could deal with you, somebody close to you, maybe somebody you haven't met yet. During the reading, if it resonates right now, um, that's good. Sometimes things won't resonate like right away or click with you like right away. Um, maybe just because, you're not really like thinking as or like putting things together with what I'm saying. Or, like I said, it just hasn't happened yet, because like I said, it could be past, present, or future. So I'm going to continue on with, I guess, the reading from the other day. I might use some cards um, along with it, just in case, but I don't need it. And I do have like a little notebook that I'm going to be writing stuff down with as I do it, as I do my reading. So, and I do want to apologize for the other day because even though you said I was pretty spot on, when I'm kind of like in that mode, I'm really not thinking about, oh yeah, am I right, am I wrong, or anything like that. It's just the house we were at and where we were, just everything seemed a little blocked, like something was like trying to block me there from not giving you the reading for some reason, or not giving you a proper reading. So if that's why I seemed like a little hesitant, that is why. But I'm gonna go ahead, and what I do is I light either sage or like Palo Santo, because it helps clear out the negative energy or entities or anything that could be like lingering around. So, and then I'm gonna pray. I just say, dear Lord God, please protect me with your white light of protection always. Please help me to clearly see, hear, feel, and know the messages I'm about to receive and give. My intention is to communicate with spirit, with my spirit guides, with angels, with energy, and to do a mediumship reading for my friend Randy and whoever this may resonate with. It could be somebody that you're around or close to. So, but I like to do that. Yeah, and I look a hot mess, so it's all right. Yeah. Okay. Not sure if you actually know what channeling is. Channeling, or being a medium, meaning I'm the conduit, I'm like the middleman, I'm the person that they use, spirit, energy, whatever, to get whatever messages out that need to get out. So like I said, it doesn't always have to be like a past loved one. I could be channeling the energy of like you, or someone that you know. So, but usually from the moment I turn this on, well, even before, I'm generally channeling like all the time, which I guess could be a good thing and a bad thing at times, but sometimes I can't help it. Spirit just uses me to hop in and get whatever messages that need to get out. Everything I say is for a reason. Nothing comes out of my mouth for no reason. Am I channeling now? Yes, I am. Everything that I say has purpose and meaning, and needs to be heard by somebody. So again, I'm the medium, I'm the in-between. It is my voice, but it will be spirit or energy channeling through me. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I have my notebook. like I said, I just sit here and I will just start channeling, just start talking. I need my glasses. Like I said the other day, there was like, and I still feel it, you know, I've been feeling it for a while. Just this huge, huge sadness. It's a heaviness, a sadness, a depression. Not just from you, you know, but from many of those that are around you. I know you have a lot on your mind. I'm hearing you're trying to figure things out. Like I told you the other day, just stop, because you're just kind of like going with emotions, just kind of wandering around aimlessly, you know, your energy is just like, okay, I'm here, you know, I'm physically here, but I'm not here, you know, I'm present, but I'm not present. Like you could be sitting there in a room full of people and everybody's talking and engaging in conversation, and almost like I was feeling sitting there, like I said, you know, I'm here, but I'm not here. Like my mind was someplace else. And I feel like that's how you are, like most of the time. It's like you're around the group of people, or you're around, you know, people, period, just for the sake of being around people, you know, because you don't really want to be alone too much, you know, alone with your thoughts and alone with yourself, because of the depression, you know, and you feel like being around these people, or being around people, period, you know, will help suffice that or make you feel better. But in a sense, it doesn't. It almost, I don't want to say makes you feel worse, but it makes you feel worse. So, hold on. I don't know who. I just heard the name Brian. These are dirty too. The name Brian. I don't like this pen. Brian and Ryan. So, and I don't know if they're talking about the Ryan that, I know we both know or what, but there's a Brian and a Ryan. I don't know, I'm getting a sense, and I'm being told that, I just heard the word orchestrated. Almost like though, all the events that occurred the other evening were kind of, not really pre-planned, but in a sense, very quickly, like pre-planned. Like all of you know each other, and all of you know him, Ryan, and I guess it was acted like you guys didn't, or he didn't, or it's like, you know, one of the first or second times, you know, that you guys like ever met each other. But I'm being told that that's not true. So, and I honestly kind of got a sense of that the other evening with just how things were playing out and how people were acting. And you know, I'm not really good with names, but I'm good with faces, and I did recognize, you know, a couple people that I feel like I've met before. And now as to why this was going on, I don't know. And why this is being brought up in your reading, I'm not sure. Maybe by the time you watch this, or when you watch this, because they'll all be around each other again. If not, you need to be, is what I'm being told. So, but whatever was trying to be orchestrated or planned out, like in regards to me, didn't pan out, and it wasn't going to pan out because people's intentions were not good in regards to that, in regards to me, and whether or not people like to think so, you know, and whatever your beliefs may be, I believe in God, and I believe God is very powerful and a very strong force, you know, the force, the one source. And, you know, with what I do, is with good intention, and is to help people and to help others, and to either get them to have awareness or clarity or some type of healing in one way or another, you know, if I'm speaking about their past or present or, you know, future, or what could be, or even if it is bringing up, you know, traumatic events from the past that, you know, maybe people wouldn't think that I would know, but somehow I'm told and shown, you know, things that have occurred or happened. And hurt people. I'm being told to say that. Hurt people. And there's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of hurting going on with Randy, with Ryan. The guy whose name starts with an S, the guy at the first house, I can't remember his name. I don't know if it's Steven or Steve or I feel like I know him. I feel like I've met him. That's why when I got there and I kept, you know, like kind of looking, and, you know, yeah, there was banter back and forth, not just between he and I, but me and like everyone, you know. I generally, you know, try to be a pretty positive, lighthearted person, and, you know, I am quite witty and can be funny, and, you know, however, I was being there, you know, and funny and cutting up, you know, that's me, and that's my personality, and that's generally how I am, until sometimes I will, like, I don't want to say like cower down or like cower back, but kind of like step back, you know, out of the spotlight, so to say, because of feelings of insecurity, or feeling like others are feeling some type of way, you know, because they're not getting the spotlight or not getting the attention, you know, that they feel that they deserve, and I shouldn't, and, you know, I just heard "Let Your Light Shine," and then I'm hearing that song, "This Little Light of Mine, I'm Gonna Let It Shine." I just heard "Shine Bright Like a Diamond." Randy's very, very sad still, and I told you that the other day, but very, very sad. There's a lot of emotions going on, and not in a bipolar type manner, and not like up down. It's just down, and it's very heavy, and I don't want to say thick, but it's just a heaviness, and it weighs on you. And, you know, with being an empath, you know, I kind of, you know, you take on the feelings, sometimes, you know, physical ailments and stuff like that of others, and that was the energy, you know, I was getting when I was doing your reading the other day, and it just stuck with me. And everyone's asking, well, what is wrong, and this and that, and everyone, thought it was just Ryan. No, it wasn't just Ryan. Yeah, that was hurtful and stuff like that, but, there's other things going on, and the same goes for you, on the surface to everyone else, they might think, like, whatever is wrong is just this one little simple thing, like, in that moment, but it's not. It's a collection of a whole bunch of things, and like I told you, I mean, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. When I was upset yesterday and sitting outside and I was tearing up and crying, and the one guy, Yoshi, had come out and kept trying to talk, and I'm like, I just came out to get some air, I just need to breathe, and I just want to be outside and want to be able to be one with my thoughts and be able to collect some thoughts and process things that are going on. And I feel, Randy, like with you, it's not that's not something that you really need to do, because you do it quite often. I think you're with your thoughts a little bit too much, because you just kind of sit with them. You're not really processing them, you're just sitting with them. Hold on just a second, I've got to change this. I listen to binaural beats for, to raise my frequency, and for protection, to help with the third eye, like all that type of stuff. So I always do that too. So give me just a second.
I really recommend you pick a career where you can change other people.
If you hear the stuff in the background, yeah, those are binaural beats, vibrations. I'm being told to like use some cards, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to like use some cards for a minute. And these are not my forte, these are not my strong suit, so just bear with me. I do have a book that I can go along with, but dear Lord God, please protect me with your wisdom and protection always. Please help me to clearly see, hear, feel, and know the messages I'm about to receive and give. My intention is to communicate with spirit guides, with angels, with energy, and for some reason that's the card that's coming up, and to do a mediumship tarot reading for my friend Randy. Okay, I can't see, but that is the 9 of Cups. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 of Cups reversed. And I'm going to look that up because for some reason when I was shuffling, this was face up. So there's a reason that needs to come out. Okay, the 8 of Cups. Okay, it's a reminder that you do not have to settle if you sense that there's something missing in your life. You don't need to know exactly what you're missing, though you must be willing to follow your heart and instincts towards a more meaningful existence. In order to make that journey, you will need to release things that once brought you happiness, including people, behaviors, objects, and places. This may feel distressing in the moment, but don't let that flash of sadness trap you in a situation longer than you need to be. The inner call to action awaits you. And I find that ironic because when I was giving you, the first part of your reading the other day, I kept saying, that it's like you have all these expectations for yourself, like either you should be like, your progress should be like farther in your life than what it is, or you should be like farther or doing something greater, so to say, than what you feel you are doing. And that's what I told you. I told you that you were complacent. You were complacent with just how your life is in general. Like, oh yeah, this is it. I guess this is how my life is going to be. So I'm just going to, go with emotions and deal with it. And that's basically what that is saying. You're feeling like you have to settle. For what your life is. And I'm telling you right now, you don't have to. Nobody is ever too old, and it's never too late to change things and turn things around. And do the things that we want to do. You know, we all have dreams and aspirations, and it's never too late to fulfill them. You know, if they are your dream, make sure that they are your dream, and your dream is not to be with a certain somebody, or your dream is not, you know, to live up to some type of expectation or dream that somebody else had for you, or you thought you once had. I'm being told this is for you and the Ryan fellow, not fellow, but you know, the Ryan Klein guy. Life happens, shit happens, you know, and we make mistakes, and life gets in the way, you know, and even when we feel like we're doing right and try to turn things around, and then here comes life again, you know, getting in the way and trying to stop us. And you know, that is negativity, that is the devil, and that is just, you know, bad, negative, I will say evil forces trying to intervene and stop us from doing right, stop us from fulfilling the things that we want to do, stop us from being positive and, you know, working towards our goals and towards the light and love, and, you know, being happy, and just being happy with ourselves and loving ourselves. And that's one thing that you and you both, I will say, need to learn to do. You know, a lot of people say, yeah, I love myself. No, we don't. A lot of people don't, especially unconditionally. You know, it's hard to do that. You know, it's hard to wholeheartedly, 100%, you know, love ourselves, no matter what, you know. So then in turn, you know, that makes it very hard for anyone who doesn't love themselves unconditionally, and falls prey to that, to have any type of relationship, you know, whether it be, you know, family, friends, romantic. No one truly can, especially if people have been hurt. And I feel that you and you both, and a lot of you out there, if there's anybody else listening too, and whoever this resonates with, I will just say this, a lot of the people, almost everyone in that house, you know, does not. We're all good people, you're all good people, and you all, thank you very much, you know, for taking me in and being kind to me, and because that's what things are about. Being good and kind to others. Showing others compassion. So I appreciate that. And I just want everybody to know that I appreciate that. And you all are very good people and have very good hearts. Just lost. God, right before I shuffle again, what is this? The Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Yeah, I'm not very, I don't have these. Sorry, Two of Wands. Maybe. Okay. Alrighty. It offers possibilities around making plans for the future. The exciting energy of fire propels you forward, but beware of becoming impatient and taking action too soon. You may need to choose between accepting a new opportunity or remaining where you are, so listen to your intuition. The one that excites you the most may be worth any associated risks. A new partnership or supportive relationship may be presenting itself to help you navigate these changes you're experiencing. The person will help you grow in new, exciting ways. well, that person could very well be me. You know, I'm being told, yeah, it's you, it's me. So, any kind of insight or advice or message, that I can get out there to you or to anyone is a step forward, not just for you guys, but for me, because doing this for others genuinely helps me, and it helps me grow also, and helps me with helping become a better me and fix me, so helping to fix you fixes me. So I just want to say that. I'm getting the name Tracy. Tracy. There's a Randy, there's a Tracy, and even a Brandy. Okay, Randy, and I know a lot of this seems like, kind of like sad and down, but there's a reason that we need to talk about this, because it's not something that you share or talk about, with others. Find someone, to share your feelings with and talk about your sadness with. It's not all about taking medication or covering things up with extracurricular things. It's just a band-aid. And of course I fall prey to that too, because that's the easiest thing to do, is just not deal with things or think about things or process things and accept things for what they were and what they are and what things could potentially be. You're going to have to work through all of this first. I'm hearing negativity, but it's not really like a bad negativity. It just all has to do with the sadness and depression. Everyone has to work on themselves, and nobody will ever be done working on themselves, once they start. Because there's always going to be room to grow. There's always going to be things to change or improve upon, and because we're human and we're made and designed, with fault with faults and with our brain and with thoughts and emotions, and a lot of times we think we're thinking logically when actually, we're leading with our heart, which is what we should do. You should lead with your heart and with love. And, but sometimes, the most logical thing that we're thinking in our head, yeah, this makes the most sense. Sometimes, I will say this, that's not the way to go. The way to go is in here with your gut, with your intuition, and what you feel, deepest in your heart, and whether or not society or others or even up here thinks, okay, yeah, well, that doesn't make sense, or this could go out or turn out this way or this way if I do that, or take longer. Well, so what? Because if you lead and live and try to live your life, leading with your heart and your intuition, maybe your path isn't going to be the quickest that you want it to be, but it'll be the best path, and it's the path that you're supposed to be on and supposed to take. And you will know that, and don't let others deter you from that, or make you feel like, oh, well, that's silly or stupid, or why would you think that, that doesn't make sense, you should do things this way or this way. No, do things the way that you feel in your heart that you should do them, because it's your life, it's nobody else's. And at the end of the day, you're the one who makes the choices and decisions for your life, for your destiny, for your dreams. And people need to learn to have dreams and aspirations for themselves, for who they were truly meant to be, for who or for what they feel their life purpose or soul mission is to be. And that can never be fulfilled through another person or by being with another person. Only you can do that, you and God. And that's my belief, and I believe that wholeheartedly. I would not be able to do this without God. God gives us all gifts, beautiful gifts. And sometimes I may reiterate myself, but there's reason and purpose for that, because if spirit feels or energy feels that the message, and it doesn't always have to be this big huge message, it could be something so small and simple, like what I'm channeling now, if things are repeated, it's for a reason, because spirit feels that it wasn't heard, or it's not getting heard or retained the way that it's supposed to. So therefore it needs to be said again. So again, I'm not going to say sorry, but I apologize, sometimes for repeating, but that is why. Spirit can be very adamant. I'm getting a big sense of confusion right now. I just heard the word confusion, and I'm in like a dizziness. My head is getting dizzy. Again with the name Stephanie. That's from the other day. I just heard Lordy, Lordy. Guess who's 40? Okay, ready, and then going back to what I was saying earlier, because I feel the energy or sense of the female family member coming through. And with the question that you asked me walking up the street about your sister, and as to the reasons of her passing, and you made the statement that she wasn't a very good person, and she did a lot of not so good things to other people, basically putting a lot of bad karma out there. I will say it that way. Again, nobody's perfect, and like I said earlier, hurt people. Sometimes people are going through things, that we're not aware of, and So therefore, we don't understand why they're doing the things that they're doing. Your sister that has passed, I will say this. All of her intentions were not always bad. You know, she was very hurt. She was very hurt, very lonely. I just heard the words disconnected. Very disconnected. I heard from society, from others, almost, and a hatred towards herself. So therefore she had hatred towards others. She was wronged, very much wronged and hurt. And I just heard the words left, wronged, hurt, and left, and broken, very broken individual. And I just heard, I was shattered in a million pieces. And no matter what I did, no matter how much glue I used, I never felt like I could be put back together. Ever. Not even halfway, so especially not the whole way. Now this is, I don't know, it's a woman. I imagine your sister channeling through right now. I just heard the words, I trusted you. I trusted you. I looked up to you. But they all hated me. Every single last one. They all hated me. They didn't care. They didn't care how I felt. They didn't care that I was alone. They didn't care that I was broken. They didn't care that I didn't care. They didn't care that I gave up. Nobody saw. Nobody wanted to see. So me going out there, doing the things that I was doing, and you may say, you know, I did all these bad things to other people, and I hurt all these other people. I just wanted attention. I wanted attention. I wanted to be seen. I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be loved. You know, I wanted to be the one. But everything was going about like in the wrong way. And they hurt me. They hurt me bad. There's 3 men. There was abuse, sexual assault, almost beaten. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. It changed me as a person. It made me hate men. It made me hate myself. It made me hate everything around me, the whole world. Because if there was a God, then why would he let something so horrific like that happen to me or to anybody in general? What lesson could there possibly be from something like that? So I fell into a really dark place. Acted like I didn't care. Yeah, I had a huge attitude. I had a chip on my shoulder. Yeah, I was nasty, even with how I spoke, how I talked to people. My whole demeanor was just bad, evil. I don't give a fuck. And I didn't. I had no light no more. The light went away. Went away a long time ago. Things happened as a child. Things happened, Randy, that nobody talks about, that nobody speaks about, that people want to deny. They knew. I'm hearing cousin and friends, so I'm not sure if it was you guys' cousin and then some friends of the cousin. But there was 3 of them, and it was bad, like manipulation and abuse, and you better never ever say anything ever. People were threatened. And then you don't feel like a person anymore anyhow, it's like what just happened? Like, what really just happened? And why does it keep happening? And it's going to keep happening, and I have to keep being quiet, and I'm not allowed to say anything. I'm not allowed to say anything. I can never say anything. And it hurt. Physically. It physically hurt. To keep all that inside, and it physically hurt. Knowing I had no one, that I could tell no one. And it wasn't like, oh, it'll be our little secret. It was, no, this is the secret. You take this to the grave. You say something, you die. And she didn't pass away by way of them physically. But in here, yeah. Something was too much for her to bear. The pain. The shame. Humiliation. Just the stress and sadness from it all. And just the negativity, the hatred, just everything, all that had built up after so long. It got to be too much. And her heart gave out. Literally. Because it felt like it could take no more. Like there was no room. It was consumed by that much negativity. Oh, sorry, somebody started mowing or weed eating and I couldn't hear. Yeah. It was just so consumed and filled up with negativity, and she just got to a point to where she felt there wasn't even a little bit of space for any light to shine, for any light to fit in. So her heart just gave help. Almost like dying of a broken heart, but not in a romantic sense. She was that much of a lost soul, of a lost individual. She said, I had no faith, I had none. She said, how could I? Tormented, mentally, physically, sexually, emotionally, spiritually. Her whole being was consumed with this darkness. She said, that was me singing that song. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I know I only did just like a couple cards here and there, but I thought she was backing away a little bit, but I just heard, Randy, you're a real stand-up guy. I need to listen to this too. She said, don't let anyone dull your shine. You're worth more than what you think. And the things that you do for others, you know, you may feel like they're insignificant or don't matter, but they do. Even as simple as walking somebody up the street. Because somebody else left them. And they didn't know where they were. It's the things like that that mean the most. Not money, not material things, things like that. Being a genuinely good-hearted person to others, you know, having integrity, letting that light shine. That is letting your light shine. But I'm gonna stop for now. I have to get ready to for my daughter's open house. So I hope this resonated with you in some way. gave you a little bit of awareness, clarity, insight, healing in one way or another, you know. And like I said, if it didn't resonate right now, maybe it will later. Or, you know, if it's not resonating with you specifically, maybe if you watch this with your friends or those around you, you know, it could deal with, you know, somebody close to you, a family member, or, you know, a friend, or just somebody you haven't met yet, or somebody that's sitting around listening to this. So, yeah, I'm going to stop for now. Okay, thank you very much. You can text me, message me, you know, your thoughts, feelings. So, you know, to some would be like, oh, you know, that wasn't a good reading, or that was sad and depressing. You know, well, it may be to them, but, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, crying and releasing that emotion, those emotions are healing and cleansing. So, or things that are being brought up, you know, that may be talked about, like sad, you know, or depression or negativity and things like that. Those are things that need to be brought up and brought to the light and dealt with and being made aware of, you know. So mistakes that we've made, you know, we can learn our lessons from them and correct them from here on out. You know, if you want to do things differently, and I know you do, and you just need that little, you know, extra push. I think we all kind of do sometimes, but you got a lot of insecurities, and but you're a very talented individual, and very handy, very handy, crafty, creative, artistic in a sense, with your hands, you know, with building things, making things, putting things back together, you know, mechanically wise is what I'm hearing. Don't doubt yourself, you know, don't doubt yourself with what you can do and what you know you can do but aren't doing. Don't be ashamed of your dreams. Don't be ashamed of having dreams and aspiration that others in your friend group or clique think isn't cool, or, you know, no, yeah, you could never do that. Yes, you can. Your hopes and dreams that you have and that you're not pursuing, you can do. We all just need, you know, a little help or step up in order to do them, or just a nudge, or some confidence, you know, and most of us are lacking that. I just heard step up to the plate, but just step up to the plate. You got big shoes to fill. Again, with the big shoes being filled, you can fill them. They're not too big. That's what I just heard. You thought they were too big for you to fill, but they're not. You can fill them. You can do this, okay? Have a happy Saturday. Like I said, just message me back. Tell me what you thought. And you can share this with others too, because maybe there's parts of this, you know, that I said, or there's, yeah, things that I said that others need to hear also. So, thank you very much for your attention and time and allowing me to do this. So, peace, love, and light.